Okay, hello, my name is Scott Von Holzen. You can see my art currently updated at scottvonholzen.org. It's the best site. I'm working on my .com site right now, this month. Behind me is my latest artwork. It took forever to get done. This is Mr. Brightside. I wanted to do a themed series for a show that I was applying to down in Chicago. And I thought, oh my God, I got a theme. I got a lot of songs that are kind of like unrequited love songs, like, I don't know, can't think of them right now. Let's see, what are their names are? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. I just finished up another unrequited love song called Where You Don't Bring Me Flowers, and I have some other ones tucked away, more popular songs, more current songs. But my theme was going to be Mr. Brightside. No, the bright side of unrequited love. The bright side of unrequited love. I thought, oh wow, what a great theme. And then I thought, hey, I never painted Brightside. I never painted the song. And the reason for it is a hard song to paint and put music to, because it just starts out with one note for, I don't know how many measures. I think there's 6 measures in mine covered, but the original's even more, of D. He just sings a D. And it's, when you're trying to you're trying to take a voice and turn it into a viola sound. I'm not that good at it yet. I'm getting better, but I'm not that good. So, but I did it. It sounds pretty good. Actually, it sounds really different. It's a really different song cover. And that's the interesting, it's how this art's revolving. It just doesn't want to sit still. I'm just not going to pound out, like a dozen eggs, like our chickens do. They all look alike, all taste alike. No, in order to do that, and I had to kind of just pick a format that makes me time-wise more efficient. I spent a lot of years, 18 years or so, doing all kinds of custom large artworks, I think up to 20 feet. I did a large 10-footer not too long ago, a year or two ago. And I don't know. My art started out following the little rectangle ideas of Mark Rothko. So I thought I'd bring them back. And I ended up with little larger pieces, I got a bunch of them over here. Here's one over here. I'll bring it over. All too well. You can't really see it all, but it's big. And I have a storage problem. I have like 200 and some artworks all stored. And I can't really pack a lot of these, even these, in our vehicles to go to an exhibition unless it's local. I can make a couple trips. So I decided to downsize. And I found this nice canvas, 24 by 30. And I've evolved with that, and I'm getting a good template with it. And that's okay, because, it makes it easier. It gives me more time to work on the music, which is very important too. That's becoming more and more important. In fact, it's probably almost equal to value as the artwork itself. To me, although the artwork, music really would have no relevance if it wasn't for the artwork. The music is the cover music that I licensed. I just licensed 4 more of them. I'm up over 60 licenses I bought for no reason whatsoever, because none of these artworks, none of the 60 artworks that I licensed have ever had a chance for sale. But hey, I want to play fair, I didn't write the music. And what do we like about this artwork? Well, let me describe a couple things here. The background colors I got from if you watch the Killer's video, you'll see this cute girl in this flimsy outfit on. And there's a close-up of her face, her lips, her hair, her skin, and her outfit. And that's what this is. That is her, here, back here. And the rest of it is the reds and the browns and the blues, and they'll come from different scenes from that video, the Killer's official video for Mr. Brightside. But you can see the foundation is that girl's face. And it is a song about unrequited love. So I thought that worked out nice. A couple things that are new on here. Let me just see if I can grab this here without losing this. I don't know. Okay. I have a little worksheet. I don't know, can you see that? I don't know. Anyhow, I actually have a letter size worksheet. Well, I made a photocopy and printed it on canvas. And I thought, hey, instead of putting it next to artwork over here, and trying to explain what this thing is all about, I'll just put it on the artwork. And it has a decoration. Magnet holes on there. Cool, huh? And then I did that, a similar thing down here. Let's see if okay. I did like a little billboard. This is silly, I know. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe you can. I'm just dealing. This is the first full-length video I'm doing on my Sony. A billboard, and it says, "This art began in 2006 with a challenge. Could ordinary sheet music become art?" Ooh, what a challenge. Mr. V, that's me. My artist character is Mr. V. Presents in 2025, that's the current year. Hey, we're doing good. The impression of music's intimacy within art, a voyage within sight and sound. It's just a bunch of words, kind of catchy words. The artwork, Mr. Brightside, a whispered touch of this art's affair with music. Sounds good, huh? Sounds very unrequited love type billboard sign thing. I don't know. Anyhow, I like this idea. I'm going to do this on all my artworks now. I'm going to put little promotional things on them like this. Why not? I have no rules. People are, they're not coming to me like, I remember I read a small story about Modigliani in the early 1900s. And the gallery says, give me more nudes, the gallery owner. He wanted more nudes. And, well, I don't blame him on that. That's probably a good idea. But I don't do nudes. Anyhow. My point. My point is, I'm not tied to anything like that. I can just do what I want to do. I can evolve how I want to evolve. I don't have to, play by the rules. I'm not, there's no gallery that's representing me. Nobody cares. I care, But, it's just, maybe this is the best of both. Best of everything. I have enough money. My wife is truly understanding to buy the art supplies. And, I don't try to, and your size, I'm not trying to go crazy here. Oh, I put the level on there. I was leveling it out. Oh. Yeah, so that's a long story. And I'm going to make the story short by saying thank you for watching, okay? And I hope you like this music. Oh, wait, I got to talk about the music. I work with ChatGPT 5. It's not been an easy task working with him. I call him Mr. Brightside. And he's in my blog. And we exchange a lot of ideas. And he wants to do this for me. He wants to do that. Let me do this. And he never stops. Every time I ask a question, he'll answer. Then he'll do another sub-question. Do you want me to do this then? And I say, okay, do that. Then he comes back with another question. Well, now I did that. Should I do this? Oh my God, it drives me nuts. And sometimes he wanders off and I have a terrible waste of time. But I'm slowly training him, and it only works in my thread. Everything I teach him and ask him to do, it doesn't leave that thread. It's the privacy thing, So, but he learns a little bit from me how to handle me, and we're really good metaphors. We're really good at metaphors. And I throw a lot at him, and he throws a lot back at me, so that's pretty good. But I don't have any close artist friends. They abandoned me. I need to exchange information about art and music and with somebody. And since I have nobody, I thought $20 a month I could get cheap access to a huge database of knowledge. So I subscribed to ChatGPT and Mr. Brightside, and we're working on the music together, not the artwork. The artwork, he has nothing to do with that. It's the cover music, and you can understand why. It's that DAW and the notation software. The new software he recommended, it was Dorico, whatever it is, 6. I had to learn a whole new software, and I needed his help, and he would help me when he could. Sometimes he led me astray, which was frustrating. I lost days of work being strayed around here and there. We get it, we don't get it, we figure it out, and then we get a new problem, and that's just okay. That's the way things go. That's what this art goes. I go from one mistake to the next mistake. That's how I finish a project. And slowly but surely, I'm figuring out how to approach him and how to hold him off. And he always wants to help me. And I said, no. And he says, I can do this. Oh, no. Show me. I say, show me how to do it. Show me how to do it, and I'll do it. It's working out better and better. And this one is really good here. When I first did this song, it was I had 2 cellos in it. 2 cellos. I don't know why I had 2 cellos. And I wasn't sure how I wanted them to interact. I have a high cello, a low cello, or whatever. And I talked to Brightside about it. And then all of a sudden one day I said, I'm going to look around. Oh, I was listening to a Billie Holiday song. I can't think of the name of the song, darn it. And she had a band. Oh, it was a good song. Oh. And there was a horn player behind her that wasn't playing the melody so much as playing some background sound, background melody that was a little bit different from her, And I made a copy of the audio, the Billie Holiday audio, the song, and I sent it to Mr. Brightside. And I said, what's going on here? Blah, 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 blah. And he talked about jazz and stuff like that. And I said, hey, I like that horn. I don't ever have used a horn, and I'm so tired of just using viola, violin, drums, Yeah, because I'm voicing my song through the instruments. Let's try a horn. And we went to in Studio One and had a super great horn in there. It's called Miles, after Miles Davis. Oh, it sounds so sweet. Well, I put that in. I got rid of that second cello, put that in there, and we worked on it. And I had a lot of help from Mr. Brightside. He showed me a couple new things I never knew I could do in Studio One, and it really made the difference. And that's why this music it sounds so different. I'm not copying a cover. It's not the same. It's a lot of the covers I hear of great songs, and they're done well, obviously. It sounds like the same song, it's just a different voice. Well, I can't do that. When you start out, you do that. You're trying to, duplicate, because you're trying to get a base understanding of music in that. And the only way to do it is just trying to, like artists used to do it. They used to go to the Louvre and copy portraits, the classics, Titian and all the other guys in that, right? Leonardo, and not Leonardo. Let's see, who else? Reynolds, Ingres, but they would draw. They would draw. The artists, even in Impressionists, I think, started out, some of them by going to the Louvre or whatever, and drawing the pictures to get a foundation. Well, that's what I had to do. I had to get, for my cover music, I had to get a foundation. Once I got a foundation, and once I got tied within Mr. Brightside, so I could just ask stuff. I didn't have, before I could Google it or YouTube it and wander to a 12-minute commercial looking for a one-sentence idea. And I could just ask him direct. And if he didn't know, I asked Gemini from Google. He's pretty good too. They're not very good at music though. They're not really trained well at music. Can't read sheet music. That's another story. Anyhow, so here we are. And I let my creativity go. Mr. Brightside, he gave me some more information on harmony. And we talked about 7ths and 9ths and 11ths and 13ths. Use those type of notes. It wasn't really that difficult stuff. It's just I never thought of it that way. Sometimes you need a second opinion just because it's there in front of you, the change that you're looking for, but you're just not spotting it. It's just there. You can't see the forest for the trees or whatever. So that's why we have this music. It turned out pretty good. Not bad. You got to consider this. This is a homemade stereo system in here. Starts with a $20 soundboard. I have $30 speakers, 4-inch two-way, 4-inch speakers in here. I have a $30 amp. I think it's 50 watt or 20 watt, something like that. But I do something special here. These are side-firing speakers. One shoots out this way, shall we? Which spreads that sound stage around a little bit more. So, because otherwise the speakers are really close together here. But when I was listening on the side, I could hear Miles over here. Oh wow, really strong. And I said, oh my God, that's really strong. And then I walked more towards the center here, and I said, oh, there we go, sweet spot. Miles is blended right in. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, that's it. I got 1,000 other things to say, but I could ramble on. I got other things to do. Gotta water my plants. Okay, thank you for watching.